Yes, we're obviously a tough result, but you had big spells of the game where you were the better team, you had good possession. It just feels there was a 15-minute spell before and after half time that really undid you in this.
Yeah, full credit to San Diego. I think they came here and were very proactive in the way they played, and I think that they took the opportunities and chances well. We had the strategy of going up, try and pressing high here at our home pitch, because we know that they can be very solid on the ball, and then you got to run a lot. We got to run anyways, and the tactics is obviously on me. So that's the thing. I think that we were reacting very, very poorly on goals in this game. They scored one, boom, they scored again. We scored, boom, they scored, and it's not. It's a proactive team, and they don't care. They go jump on those occasions, and we were passive, and I think we adjusted some things at halftime, but. I think that we dug ourselves too deep of a hole in the second half. They came out also again, directly from the break, and scored. And of course, the tactics is always on me, and how we do that, and that's of course what I will be responsible and take my share of. But I think the reactions on, coming out of the break and we just didn't get it completely right, and gave up some big chances we're not used to. I would say for 40 minutes we looked like a very, very good team, especially in the second half, and I was happy with that. We created what we should to score enough goals. We even scored enough goals to normally get at least a point. But today we had some. Yeah, we opened up too much in a couple of situations and couldn't really protect the backspace when they passed through us, through our pressure, and they were also very good at knowing how to get on in the game. And I was just disappointed about our reactions on the goals here.
This might seem a strange thing to say after scoring 3 goals, but was there concern that maybe the killer instinct up front isn't there with all the attacking pieces that you're missing? Is it maybe going to have to lead to a temporary change formation-wise or something like that?
We already tried that, so no, I don't really want to talk about who's not here. It's what it is, and San Diego's also missing players, so no, I don't want to go into that. We have to, play like we did in the second half. I think we created a lot, and we need some, the crosses, the quality of the crosses, both first and second half was not good enough. Where we could have created a couple of big chances, but we didn't. And then we have to get back. We are so fortunate that we have been having a very good season so far. So we have some freedom to play with, and that should release the energy for the players and not put upon pressure. We are not anywhere where we have to protect anything. We have to chase everything. So that's what we will do and continue doing. And who's here will be good enough to play and also be good enough to create results.
Jesper, looking at the last couple of results, that's 3 losses in the last 4 games, if you include the Champions Cup final. With how well the team was doing at the beginning, now looking at this kind of little bit of a period of adversity, how are you hoping the team kind of bounces back from it, and how are you hoping to manage the kind of mentality aspect of it now?
Yeah, it's obviously, unfortunately for us, not a thing that we've been used to. So I think that's a good thing. It's normal that you meet adversity throughout the season. Right now, of course, we also into a tough schedule. We are playing very good teams as well, and they have been able to get the best of us the last couple of games, and that's that's normal. It's just we have to bounce back and remind ourselves why we are in a position we are in, and then step up. That's what it's about. It's not about falling. It's about how you get up on your feet, and that's also what it's about for us now.
And then talking about some silver linings, Antoine Coupland gets his MLS debut, gets his MLS goal. Unfortunately for him, not in the best of circumstances, but still, for a young player like that to get that goal, what does it mean for him and for the confidence that you have in some of these players coming up through the second team?
Yeah, I have confidence in those players. That's why they end up in the pitch. And Antoine has had a very difficult period while being in Vancouver and had a lot of injuries. Now he's been fit for a while, and he's kept progressing. He had a very good game the other day against Dallas in the MLS Next, North Texas, I think that the team is called. I have to be correct. And he had a very good game there, and now he followed up today, and looked lively and looked ready to go in and try to make an impact. And that's what you have to do. You fight for so long to get back from injury, and you have a tough period. All of a sudden there's an opportunity, and then it's about seeing if you can take it, right?
Jesper, you said the tactics today were on you. Is there anything specific that you'd like to touch on regarding that?
Yeah, but of course, in situations we look to be a little bit too open, and but that was the the strategy we had: going up and press up high, and because we know that they want to play out from the back and through the middle, and in some situations we didn't really manage to do that well enough, and it's not that it surprised us, because it didn't. So that's. We could have set back, but that's not what we want. Playing at home in front of our fans, we want to be active and go up and attack our opponents. That's what we want to do, and that's also what we have to do.
Jesper, you touched on not falling down from this kind of moment. What can you learn from your group, from your team, from going through a little bit of adversity like this?
Yeah, it's not about going through some adversity. It's about how you react upon it, for me. And now we have, I think, 6 away games in a row now in the MLS, and it's a tough schedule, and that's just what it is. And we cannot feel sorry for ourselves. We have to step up on the pitch and show that we are a good team. Maybe sometimes earlier in the season things fell out for our advantage, and now it doesn't. And that's just something that it's always tough when things go against you, but in life that's what it is. And I think I'm wearing a shirt here of a man who showed tremendous resilience and courage, and we have to do the same.
You talked about liking more of what you saw from your group in the second half. What did you say to them during halftime?
Yeah, we changed a little bit about how we would build up and how we could maybe exploit to get Eddie high up the pitch, because we could see already in the first half that's where we had the opportunities to break through. And then of course that a goal, could we take a goal back? It would be an open game, and we will be able to maybe make a comeback. Then they scored early on, and that's always very difficult for a team to handle when you try to go out on, start up a little fresh from new after the break. But I think that we really did well after that, and the players showed great courage, and because it's difficult at home being behind 1-4, and so I think that it was great reaction actually for the 4-1 goal, and we didn't give up, and with a little bit of luck we have scored a goal for 3-4, and then we know that everything could have happened, but we were not able to do that today. Tristan had a big header where it was a big opportunity, and then it would have given us 15 minutes or so to maybe seek an equalizer, but right now it's very important that we don't hurt ourselves, and right now we are doing, we are doing maybe a little bit of damage to ourselves, and we have actually been very, very good at that, not doing that throughout the season so far. But that's it. That is what happens, and mistakes happens always. We just have to be ready to repair them when they occur.
In analyzing this game, you spoke of passive defending on the goals that you conceded, but is there anything else that was a particular concern in the manner of the goals that you conceded tonight?
Yeah, of course they had some. Yeah, I would say that we were a little bit passive and slow reacting, and I think that we were too emotional on some of the occasions where there was a goal in the game, and they just came out directly after that setting and were aggressive. So I think that we defended a little bit passive. The first goal was we put ourselves in a harmful position, but something we should have avoided. We didn't react well on the shot. Johan took the first shot, and then he was able to take the second one. We didn't react on that shot at all, and we did let the opponents run into a box too easily without make it difficult for them to get in positions, and that's something we have to definitely. We've been doing very, very well defensively so far, and this I hope can be not a wake-up call, but maybe a little bit more of a one-off. But that's up to us to show.